Okay, so you're watching and listening to the Fat Bidin Film Club, and I'm streaming. I'm Zan Azli.
And I'm Aizil Azli.
And today we're watching a movie, a preview movie of a movie that's going to be released very soon in the cinemas.
Called The Apprentice.
The Apprentice, a Singaporean movie.
You know, it's called Apprentice.
Apprentice. The Apprentice. Money, 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 money. Oh, we're going to pay copyright.
No, that one.
You're going to pay copyright to the White House.
The song changed already.
Oh. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, anyway, it's called Apprentice. It's a Singaporean movie. Okay, right?
Yeah.
It's at Hall 10. Ooh, you got so many
flowers.
daun padi.
Yeah. Means it must be good lah.
Go.
Front row. Front row is best, right?
Oh, is it?
Do you want to try go up?
Okay, so
Yeah, so we just watched the film. And
you want to tell them about what the film is about?
okay, so the film is about this guy named Aiman who works in a prison, and he initially he works with the people,
The rehabilitation prisoners lah.
yeah, and then he slowly works his way to being an apprentice
To the hangman. Yeah.
the executioner. So yeah, the film,
And what's interesting about it is that he's actually, the backstory is that
his father
was
hung by this guy.
by that same hangman. Hanged by that hangman. Yeah. So
that's where the tension or like the it starts to build lah.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy the film?
I actually like the movie.
Yeah.
I like the movie because of the issue
About
capital punishment and the death penalty. I've written about it too.
Right. I enjoyed the way the story was told because the actual conflict in the film is really short towards the end. So the first...
No, but the thing is, it was building towards that conflict.
Yeah, it was a really slow build, but it was engaging.
Yeah.
Because like I'm constantly like they keep teasing about the father. Like you want to know more about why he's so obsessed with the father.
Every little bit, and slowly it comes out.
Yeah. So I was thinking like, wow, this feels like a really long drawn out short film, but concept wise. But I was still engaged and I was interested in wanting to know more. So I just sat through the whole thing.
What to me is a good film is when I don't pay attention to how the film's made.
Right.
You know, and I get sucked into the story and I start thinking about the issue. You know.
Right.
And that to me means a good film. And this was one of an example of a film that did that to me. You know? Yeah, so it just got me thinking about capital punishment, it got me thinking about the conflict between, you know, those who want justice and those who feel that justice doesn't work.
Yeah.
You know?
And these are the people who are stuck in the middle of carrying it out. Yeah, it was very good. And I think to keep this short, I think we'll jump straight to the interview with Jun Feng.
Okay.
So we met right after watching the film.
Yep.
Just keep in mind, like just some backstory to the film. It's a Singaporean film.
Yep. Directed by
a Singaporean director.
Guy.
It was shot. The prison scenes were shot in Australia.
And the rest was shot in Singapore.
The two main actors are Malaysian.
No.
Once
the main actor, the young man Aiman is actually a Singaporean actor, theatre actor.
Right.
Then the hangman is actually Wan Hanafi Su, our Malaysia's sweetheart. Yeah. And this film was actually screened at the Cannes Film Festival and a slew of other film festivals.
Yeah.
And now it's being released in Malaysia. So yeah, good fun. What was it like directing a film in Malay? Do you speak Malay at all, or do you understand it?
No, I don't. But because I wrote the script in English and I got a good friend whom I trust very much to translate it, Irfan Kasban. He's also a playwright. And so on set, when there were scenes that had heavy dialogue, he would be there to help. But honestly, I think because in Singapore, you know, the Mandarin we speak or the English we speak, there's so many borrowed words everywhere.
Right. It's so localized, so colloquial.
Exactly, and actually our intonations are very influenced by one another's languages. So when I listen to what the actors are saying, and because I know exactly what the line is, directing the intonations and the emotions that come from every line, that's actually quite easy. Yeah, it wasn't difficult. It's a very familiar sound. Yeah.
How do you think this film is going to appeal to a Malaysian audience?
Well, it does.
You want it to be shown in Malaysia, right?
Yes, it will be shown in Malaysia.
Yeah, it's going to be.
And it will be shown on the 24th of November. And it does star one of your most charismatic and talented veteran actors, Wan Hanafi Su, whom I believe every Malaysian should be very proud of. In Cannes, we get approached on the streets because of his long white hair. Everyone recognized him, and everyone just comes up to him and just says how much they appreciated his performance and how much they appreciated the film. So and the film has been doing quite well around the world and in Singapore as well, and so there's no reason why it shouldn't do well in Malaysia.
Yeah, everybody should go watch it. I mean, the issue of capital punishment and the death penalty and all that, I've written articles against it as well. And for me, the conflict is always, I'm against it, but then if I put myself in the position of the victim's family or victim's friends, it kind of gives me like a little bit of conflict. Like for you, how is it? Because I know there was this one scene where Wan Hanafi Su and Fir Rahman, they kind of argue, right? When he finds out that, you know, his father was a murderer. So how was it? Was it a conflict for you too?
I think very naturally, when you get emotional about how you know the perpetrators might have committed terrible things, and especially if it harms someone else, very naturally you will feel anger, you will feel the need for some kind of action, right? But then if you look at it from a legal point of view and from a social justice kind of point of view, I mean, I personally don't believe that revenge revenge does anything. I mean, if you look at how governments, or at least in Singapore, how they justify it, they will never say that it is revenge, because there's just not obviously a legally sound argument to make. It's always about it being a deterrent, right? But then the deterrent factor really just isn't proven, right? And so for me, I do believe that many people do agree with the death penalty because it still remains a concept, and it's a concept that can easily be justified with the emotions that you imagine comes when you sympathize with the victim.
Right.
But I don't know, I just feel that that's just not enough.
Sure.
To justify taking another life. What I wanted to do, it's really not about finding the rhetoric. Of course, in between, I slipped in some arguments here and there so that people can kind of open their eyes a little bit to some of these arguments. But then it's not about the rhetoric, you know. It's very easy to have rhetoric, for it to be rhetorical on either ends of the spectrum, but the in-between, I believe, is where we will find points of entry to an issue that most people will otherwise not really care about.
Okay, so there you go.
Okay, yeah. So the film will will start screening in Malaysia in selected cinemas starting 24th November.
So you should all go and watch it.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it lah. It's like go catch it lah. Yeah, we've been there's been how to say a dry spell of good films to watch.
Yep.
So everything's coming up end of this year, towards the end of the year. So yeah, go check. Start your year-end binging of good films with this lah.
Yep. So if you like this review, please go share it with everybody you know. If you don't like this review, please share it with everybody you know. Right? Listen to us on all our social media. Watch and listen to us on all our social media platforms at Fat Bidin, or go to fatbidin.com for everything. Right? So you've been watching and listening to the Fat Bidin Film Club, and I'm assuming I'm Zan Azli.
And I'm Aizil Azli.
Right, good night. Bye. Goodbye.